Welcome back. Every second on the road matters. Let's take a look at some real traffic situations. This wasn't a case of passing on the right. The real issue was changing lanes without checking if it was actually safe to do so. The funny thing is, I wonder if they learned anything from that day. Like, maybe not running a red light? Sometimes real friendship is the person who steps into danger just to pull you back to safety. If you've got someone like that in your life, drop a one. In my opinion, the city should install barriers over those drainage ditches.
You're trying to leave. You can't go anywhere. Joe. It's not running in. No, you shouldn't fight.
That car is begging for a break. Why is she still pushing it? Come on, just stop already. One second of distraction behind the wheel can ruin an entire workday, or worse. Whether it's a parking lot or a public road, staying aware and controlling your speed is always a must. The electric car fire was extremely dangerous, but thanks to quick action, everyone stayed safe. Sometimes just a few seconds of decisiveness can make all the difference. Don't just hit the road without checking your car, especially if traction control isn't working. That's how you end up in a ditch instead of your driveway. Don't just hit the road without checking your car, especially if traction control isn't working. That's how you end up in a ditch instead of your driveway. A green light isn't always a guarantee of safety. Sometimes just a few seconds of awareness can change everything. It was a moment that felt like life just hit the reset button, as if he'd been given a bonus round he never saw coming. One minute late for waiting at a red light is still better than 3 hours late because of a rescue. Don't let impatience turn you into a headline. In a split-second situation like this, would you swerve to avoid a crash or hold your lane? What would you do? On a narrow mountain road, one sudden turn is all it takes to turn you into part of the construction site. Don't count on luck. Count on your brakes and a safe following distance. Give trucks some space. They can't stop on a dime, and neither can you. High speed is extremely dangerous. If you lose control, you'll never have enough time to regain it. He hit that turn like physics took the day off. Spoiler alert, it didn't. On Sunday morning, January 25th, in Villa El Salvador district, a woman narrowly escaped being struck by an out-of-control car while unloading goods from a truck. Several motorcycles were damaged, but fortunately no injuries were reported. If you're in too much of a hurry to drive safely, maybe it's time to pause for a moment, because no destination is worth more than a life. Was that cement truck planning to build a house right in the middle of the road? Good thing there's a camera. No one would believe this happened without seeing it. Big trucks have massive blind spots. Just because you see them doesn't mean they see you. And that's when bad things happen. What do you think caused the car to shake like that? All the road markings, signs, and traffic lights clearly show that you can't go straight. On the morning of the 29th, in Erval do Oeste, Santa Catarina, Brazil, a Volkswagen Gol overturned after the young driver swerved to avoid another vehicle. Fortunately, the driver was not injured and managed to get out of the car on his own.
Have you ever seen someone drive like they're racing the clock to work? Drop a comment and share your story. As for the van driver, luckily, he only had to check in at the hospital once. It was supposed to be a smart move to avoid traffic, but sometimes a quick decision turns into a quick mistake. Don't play hide and seek in a truck's blind spot. The driver can't see you, and the consequences aren't playing around either. Serious question, who's really responsible for the pothole nightmare in Poland? Drivers keep swerving like it's Mario Kart, and the roads just keep getting worse. Brakes aren't something you leave to chance. Once they fail, trouble doesn't wait for an invitation. Keep your vehicle well maintained, or your next stop might be someone else's front end. When you treat a red light like it's optional, the consequences hit hard, literally. If this was a focus test, you just failed it. Making an illegal U-turn is a traffic violation, but fleeing the scene afterward is far more serious. If you stop and cooperate, you might just get a fine, but if you run, you could lose your license or even face criminal charges.
Ai ceva, Ștefane, n-ai nimic, nu? Gabi, întoarce-te și zici la poliție să întoarcă repede.
If you've been drinking, don't drive. Stick to the speed limit. Respect the red light. You're not just avoiding a ticket, you're avoiding unnecessary loss.
In a car of their own. In fact, the Public Interest Research Group, or PIRG, just did a study that ranks cities in terms of how many residents are car-free, or at least largely car-free, and the technology
Overtaking like a game, swerving into oncoming traffic toward a full bus. This isn't an action movie. It's real life with no reset button.
Like it had to be like a continuous like dehydration for it to happen. Oh my god.
What?
Wow.
Skipping the stop sign at that intersection was like walking into a revolving door with your eyes closed. And unfortunately, the traffic didn't stop spinning with her.
Este es el freno. Okay.
No, acerca, acerca.
She should have been told all the basics before getting behind the wheel.
Ay, Kayla.
This clip is a real reminder of why helmets matter. One seemingly minor hit to a critical spot can change a life in seconds and potentially leave someone in a wheelchair forever. Huge credit to the people who invented airbags. They've saved countless lives. The road is only truly safe when both drivers and cyclists stay alert and give each other space. That heart-stopping moment is a simple reminder. When the roads are slick, slowing down isn't being overly careful, it's just staying in control.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe he should learn how to drive before trying to show off his skills. It's a clear reminder. When you're driving through a neighborhood, slow down. When you're behind the wheel of a large truck, anticipation is everything. Keep your speed in check, stay alert, and leave plenty of stopping distance. One moment of inattention can ripple through dozens of lives in seconds. For most drivers, this whole thing could have been avoided by just yielding. It's like holding the door for someone instead of both of you trying to squeeze through at the same time. It looks like the driver mixed up the pedals and, instead of parking, ended up giving the hotel a very unexpected drive-through visit. Seriously, you just hit my Ferrari. Stop signs aren't suggestions. They're there to prevent seconds of impatience from turning into lifelong consequences. Honestly, the Tesla driver was worse than the Mustang driver. Even on a racetrack, skill matters more than confidence. Know your limits, respect the speed, and remember, losing control takes a second, but the consequences can last a lifetime. Always set the parking brake before stepping out, because a parked car should stay parked